Former CIA Director David Petraeus will face a judge and learn his sentence as Petraeus pleaded guilty to one federal charge, admitting to giving classified information to his biographer and former mistress, Paula Broadwell, who lives in Charlotte. Now, she's been keeping a low profile. Petraeus, as you know, resigned as CIA Director back in November 2012. So today's the day, big day. Matt Fleishman, partner at Rosensteel Fleishman, right here in Charlotte. And this is a plea deal, Matt. They're going to have him come in, and he's going to get a 2-year probation. It could have been a lot worse. Why is it going to just be 2 years probation is what the expectation is?
Well, he was only charged with a misdemeanor in the first place. So the max that he was facing would have been 1 year incarceration and a $100,000 fine. It couldn't have been any higher than that. But he wasn't charged with that. He was charged. He wasn't charged with a felony, so he's not facing any more than that. And the deal that he has made with federal prosecutors would allow for no jail time, just the 2 years of probation.
Which we've seen over the years. This hasn't been the case. The Obama administration certainly very strong going after folks who leak things. Go back to WikiLeaks. Bradley Manning, now Chelsea Manning. He got many, many months in prison. Why? Because he's a 4-star general? Is that just what this comes down to?
Right, but this is how the world works, right? I mean, you've got a situation here where he's got a long, tenured history with government work in the military, in the CIA, et cetera, and has been able to sort of parlay that into what arguably is a sweetheart deal.
2 years probation?
Well, the risk to the government, who has been extremely aggressive in prosecuting these types of leaks, is that the next time this happens, where somebody gets prosecuted, they're going to be wanting the Petraeus deal. And so I think there's the risk of precedent in this case.
What happens? You do see that. Let's pretend it's a year from now and a similar kind of thing comes up, and you say, well, hey, Petraeus, like you said, 2 years probation. How come I'm not getting 2 years probation?
That's the role of the defense lawyer. The defense lawyer's job is sort of to tailor their case for their client in the future to be as similar to the Petraeus deal or the Petraeus facts as possible. And if you're able to do that, it's going to be tough for the government and for a judge to give them a higher sentence than Petraeus is getting. I mean, this is the risk to the government at this point by going along with this deal.
Is it worth the risk?
Clearly, somebody has said yes, but this, there is precedent for this. So former CIA directors that we talked about, sort of off camera, have gotten similar deals.
Sure.
I don't know of any that have actually served time. So there is some precedent for this, but this is unfortunately how the world works in terms of fairness. I mean, I'm asked this question all the time: is this deal fair? This is how the world works.
Yeah,
I mean, if you have money, you have power, you have good lawyers, this is what you get.
Right. Good lawyer, right there. Matt Fleishman, appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to have this throughout the day. Anytime it's fox46charlotte.com for the latest on what happens today. Let's talk about this because it looks like no one is more ready for this whole thing to be over than Paula Broadwell herself. About 5 this morning, 2 hours ago, she tweeted this picture of, yes, the light at the end of that very tunnel. Again, anytime, web's there for you, fox46charlotte.com.